So while I was sitting here doing this, my camera decided to come on and start to record. So I guess since is doing this, I was just using my camera to see my eyes. And like I was doing this with my hand, and I guess the motion of doing this um, triggered my camera to start recording. So since it's recording, I guess I'll just go ahead and do this video that I need to do. Um, so I have everything in here anyway. So let me see. Um, so I got a channeled message, guys. I got a channeled message on November 14th. I received a channeled message on November 14th. I don't know where it's from or who it's from. Um, but I feel like it is for whoever hears it, whoever gets it. This is who it's for. So let me go ahead and read this. It says, slowly and ever upwards, the growth of a nation comes in waves. The greed of the few become the pain of the many, and the many become the few in many ways and actions. The growing darkness brings the brightest dawns, but not until darkness passes. We are always in control of the inner actions that are our thoughts, and we are the torch inside of ourselves, the spark of the divine, and the one true voice of us all. The one at the center of our things, including ourselves. So, when I first read this message, I thought about what's happening here in America, and not just in America, all over the world. There are these progressions of movement, upward movements, and the factions that would like to keep things the way they have been are trying to squash those movements, trying to squash the uprisings, trying to hide things, and shy away from the light at the end of the darkness and coming dawn, because that's not what they like. Like, you have to hide in shadows in order to do the things that you've been doing, and put things in plain sight, but still have it cloaked under secrecy and subterfuge. It's very fascinating. So slowly and ever upwards, the growth of a nation comes in waves. The greed of the few become the pain of the many. And if that hasn't been what's happening already, the greed of the few have indeed become the pain of the many. So many people are suffering now because of not just because of the government, but because of their own hatred, their own ignorance, their own refusals to see and to understand that when you build a house of cards on an unstable, when you build a house of cards, it's unstable anyway. A gust of air, a slight bump, a knock, but you just keep building precariously on top of each other. Eventually, it's going to all come down and have to be rebuilt from a stronger foundation, a better foundation. And I feel like that's what's happening all over the world right now. The growing darkness brings the brightest dawns, but not until the darkness passes. So at the end of every night, if you ever been real sick or have a baby that's been sick and you just want to get through the night, because the nights are the hardest, they're the longest, they're the most desolate. The nights are the worst sometimes. When you're sick, or when somebody else is sick, or when you're waiting for something to happen, the nights stretch endlessly. But eventually you do get to day. You get to daytime, you get to the sun, you get to light. The darkness does not last forever, no matter who or what or how it tries to. It just cannot. And so no matter how dark it gets, the dawn comes. And so I love that part of this message. It says, we are always in control of the inner actions that are our thoughts. We are the torch inside of ourselves. We are the spark of the divine and the one true voice of us all. We are at the center of all things, including ourselves. That spark is at the center of all things, including ourselves. So no matter how evil or how horrible or how wrong or how dark it seems, every single person, every single being, every single life force energy on the planet and off the planet, whatever you think, they all have a source, a spark, even if it's small, even if it's a pinprick of the divine. They all have it. We all have it. Everything has it. So it's up to you to decide to nurture that spark or just try and smush it and smother it out. But if you decide to smother it in one way, just know that it can't be killed, so it will manifest itself in other ways. So this message, I think, needed to come out now, because of what's happening, not just here in America, but what's happening all over the world, and this great awakening that's happening, that's culminating now after all of these centuries of quiet and subterfuge of trying to keep it suppressed and hidden. It's not possible. It's like trying to stop the ocean by putting up sandbags. How many sandbags do you need to stop the ocean? Like, it's impossible to do. So I just wanted to come and read this message. Whoever it's for, it's for. If you don't agree with it, it's not for you. But I feel like this message comes right on time. And with everything that's happening in our own personal lives as well, just remember that you are the spark of the divine. Things will get better if you get better. Just remember that, okay? All right, guys, I'm on my way to work now. I got a couple massages to do today, but I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Okay, peace.